Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to today's live. If this is your first time, welcome to Discovering Natural. And my name is Shola, and I go live every morning, week morning, and sometimes during the weekend. I go live at 7 a.m. So always make sure you put it on your alarm, on your calendar to join me here at 7 a.m. You can also follow this page so that you can be notified. So one of the questions that I get on a regular is how to grow my hair, how to grow my hair long, how to grow my hair fast. And even yesterday, I got a message from a young lady saying, how can I grow my hair long in 3 weeks? Her hair is very short, by the way. So so I thought, let's start off with the basic, because most people just want that magic portion and magic products that will help them grow their hair. If you look to the right of me, I have a whole bunch of products to show you, and we're going to be talking and breaking down each thing that you need to do or that you can do to assist you in getting that long, luxurious hair. But remember, with everything, it takes consistency, it takes time, and it also takes learning and understanding what is truly going on. Your hair growth is not 100% dependent on the hair products that you have. Your hair growth is not dependent solely on the food you eat. Your hair product is not only dependent on some magic medication that you take. So all of them together, they work hand in hand, including your genetics, including the way that you care for your hair, including your lifestyle, including your health, including so many factors. So with that being said, if you are someone that you are struggling with learning how to care for your hair, learning what to do for your hair, you can always send me a message. The message button is opened right there, or you can just go at the top of my Facebook page and send me a message. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And what will happen is that I'll sit with you one-on-one. We'll see each other. I'll see the products that you're using, and then I'll be able to help you, and I will work with you as your personal hair coach. And I can work with anyone from anywhere in the world as long as you have internet connection and we can talk together. So let's start off with the first thing. The first thing that you need to understand is that your hair goes through a life cycle, right? Your hair is a life cycle. So sometimes when your hair is growing, after it gets to a particular level of the life cycle, so you have anagen, catagen, exogen, all those things, and then you also have telogen in between for times that when you have issues with like health, or you just had a baby, or stress, or some kind of shock, or some kind of things that slows down your hair growth. So your hair has life cycles, right? And your hair, each follicle of your hair, right now, just to let y'all know, I don't have my hair exposed because I'm currently pre-treating my hair using amla. So that's what I'm using. And I made my own amla oil. I'll be showing you in a later on video how to create your own amla oil. And that helps strengthen your hair if you notice that your hair is breaking. So I'll teach you how to make that later. Okay, so your hair has a life cycle, right? I want you to take some time after this live, Google hair growth cycle or hair life cycle and educate yourself. I believe that when you educate yourself about stuff like this, it makes it easier for you not to run all over, helter-skelter, all over the earth, looking for that magic potion. Not to damage your hair by trying what this person said today. Tomorrow, somebody will say rice. Somebody will say onion tomorrow. Somebody will say pawpaw tomorrow. Somebody will say cassava tomorrow. Somebody will say shea butter, slide it all over your hair to grow. It will give you an intelligent understanding on how to care for your hair. Knowledge is power. Remember, knowledge is power. So first of all, understand the basic and the science behind hair growth, how hair grows and what it's doing. That will really relieve you of knowing what is exactly happening. So your hair goes through this life cycle, right? If you're enjoying this, give me a thumbs up. If you want to support my page, click on the star button. But let's continue. So your hair goes through this life cycle where it's growing out, and then at one point it comes out by itself. When your hair comes out by itself, the exogen part, it might take the span of a couple of years for some people. It might take the span of a couple of months for some people. It all depends on what is going on inside in your health. Okay, so it all depends on that, whether your hair sheds maturely or prematurely. So if your hair sheds, comes out, and there's a white bulb at the ends of it, that is normal shedding. But it could be prematurely shedding just in cases when you are sick, when you are stressed, when you have issues. You can have those forms of hair loss. Now, in some other instances, if you just had a baby, you could have a lot of hair coming out due to hormonal factors. So hormone can affect you after having a baby, when you are aging, going through menopause, when you are having other issues, stress and stuff, you could prematurely shed. Similar to some people that when they have a ton of sudden stress in their life, they can start graying. Their hair will just turn white. I believe I don't know how far this is true, but they said Marie Antoinette, her hair just turned white overnight, if that is the right, yeah, because she went through some kind of sudden stress. So just understand that our hair really, really depends on what is going on in our body. That is why they always say that when you have health issues, you notice your hair thinning. When you go through chemo, the medication and all that stuff, what does it affect? It affects your hair. Your hair comes out. So there's a huge correlation between our hair coming out, our hair not growing, our hair being slow, from our health, from what's going on inside. So always focus on that first before you start chasing that magic potion. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the next stage of caring for our hair. What is going on the inside of us? If you are someone that you're not sure why your hair is coming out, my first thing that I should tell you is you need to go and see your doctor. Please, as a woman, as a man, every year you need to go and do a physical. You need to get a blood work done, see what your levels are. If you're deficient in iron, it could affect your hair. It could cause your hair for you to have hair loss. If you're deficient, if you have thyroid issue, if you have diabetics, if you have high blood pressure, if you have some hormonal imbalance, your hair can start breaking. So many factors. So always keep your doctor at the same level. If something is going on, go to your doctor, do a blood work, see what's going on, especially if it's not something that you are doing to your hair. Like you are using too much heat, your hair is breaking. That's the knowledge that you know that, okay, that is because I am doing something to my hair. Your hair is breaking. You're using combs, like thin combs to comb your hair. Your hair is breaking. I didn't bring a comb here. Your hair is breaking. Now, those kind of things, always first go to your doctor. Next, what you are eating. Make sure you are eating healthy foods, healthy foods. There's some foods there's sometimes that when you eat too much sugar, when you eat foods that are not as healthy for you, it can actually equally weaken your hair follicle because you need strength. When you're not drinking enough water, it can equally make your scalp dry. And when your scalp is dry, what happens? Yeah, you dandruff, hair breaking, all those kind of things could happen. So make sure you're drinking enough water. The next thing is lifestyle. In terms of your lifestyle, make sure you're sleeping. Sleep is so important for rejuvenating yourself, for just giving that rest, for letting your body do its best when it's awake. So make sure you are sleeping well. Another thing that you need to be doing is in terms of stress. If you're someone that you have a ton of stress in your life, some things that you can do is make sure you are taking care of yourself. Okay, someone was asking a question, why does my scalp itch so much? I'm going to stop when people ask questions just to give them the... So Chidima says, good morning, ma. Why does my scalp itch so much, giving me an injury on the scalp? And I can talk about that. In terms of your scalp itching, I will say you need, in terms of your scalp itching, number one, could it be that what you're using, you are allergic to it? If you use extensions in your hair, some of the extensions, attachment, they have chemicals. Some of those chemicals could irritate your scalp. So that could also be the reason. Another reason your scalp could be itching is because the ingredients, the products that you are using, some of the ingredients in it could actually be detoxifying your scalp. And in those instances, they kind of have a reactive way of causing it to itch. So look at what you're using, look at other products. Another reason why your scalp could be itching is you're not cleansing your scalp well. You are using the wrong things to cleanse your scalp. Your scalp is dry. If you're not moisturizing your scalp well, it could be causing itchiness. Sometimes it could be medications you are taking that could be causing your scalp to itch. It's a reaction to the medication that could be causing your scalp to itch. Another reason why your scalp could equally be itching could be something going on in your health. So if this itchiness has been going on for a long time, you shouldn't be talking to me. You should be talking to your doctor. And I don't know why people don't like talking to their doctor, but you need to be talking to your doctor, because I've had an instance with a client that they had scalp issue. And unfortunately, when I went through talking to them, seeing what they're using and everything, I said, you know what, go to your doctor. They found out she had an health condition that was aggravated, and the return result was itchiness of the scalp. So she's under medication, she's under treatment. It's much better now. So I will say, please go see your doctor if this has been going on for a long time. If you have not been cleansing your scalp well, you might want to start by clarifying your scalp. So use a clarifying shampoo and clarify your scalp thoroughly. So let's move on. Let's continue with stress. So in terms of taking care of your hair growing, all those things, stress can also be something that can be affecting your hair. Okay. If you are someone that you are stressed out, you can of course lose hair through that. And yeah. So with that being said, let us move on to the basics of caring for your hair. Now, when you want to start caring for your hair, the first thing you need to do is create a hair routine. You might say, what is a hair routine, right? A hair routine is what you need to do to your hair and consistently do to your hair. Is a process. So for example, everybody has a routine. Everybody my routine Mondays through Friday is I wake up in the morning at 4 a.m. I go put on my gym outfit. I wear my gym outfit and I go take a walk at 4 a.m. I walk for 30 minutes to 1 hour, and then I lift weights for about 15 minutes. I can do some cardio exercises and stuff, and I do all that within a span of 1 hour. After that, my next routine thing that I do, I take my child to the bus stop. She catches the bus after prayers, and then after that I come back, I exercise for another 30 minutes. I take my vitamins, I take my bath, I go live with you guys, and then I go to work. After work, I pick up my daughter, I make dinner, I hang out with the family, we have devotion, and we go to bed. Consistently doing that every single day. That is a routine. Now, when it comes to hair routine, you're going to have, I'm going to break it down for you. You're going to have 3 basic type of routine. Routine number 1, what are you doing on wash day? Wash day simply means when you wash your hair. What are you doing when you wash your hair? Wash day also will include styling your hair for the week, for 2 weeks, for the span of time that your hair is going to be in that style. Routine number 1, wash day. Routine number 2 is what you're going to be doing during the week, your moisturizing routine. How are you going to keep your hair moisturized during the week to keep it soft, to keep it from breaking, to keep it healthy. Moisturizing routine is number 2. Number 3, your night routine. What are you doing at night so that the moisture you've kept in during the day doesn't go? The night routine is usually the shortest routine, so we'll talk about that later. Now, let's start off with wash day routine. Wash day routine doesn't have to be so complicated. People make it too complicated. On wash day routine, you start off by saying, what is going on with my hair? What do I need to do my hair? Because the wash day routine is one of the most important because it's a reset routine. That is the routine that you are resetting your hair, that you can have the time to really pamper your hair. You can decide whether to do a pre-treatment or known as pre-poo, pre-shampoo. That's the shorter name. If you're enjoying this, please give me a thumbs up and share this live. Share this live, because when you go to a lot of natural hair groups, a lot of people are saying, how do I grow my hair? How do I grow my hair? Just tell them, watch this video. This video tells you everything you need to do, because that's what I'm going to do in this video. Share this live, please. It's very important because people don't know. Some people are telling people to put gasoline, put kerosene in their hair to grow it. People are telling people to put Vicks in baby's hair, 2-month-old baby's hair. Okay, so let's move on. Wash day routine. You could do a pre-treatment, like for example, if your hair has been in a style for a long time and you feel that it needs some kind of strengthening, some kind of treatment before you wash it, you can do a hot oil treatment. Pretty much that's what I'm doing right now. I'm using Amla. I'm doing a hot oil treatment because I've been out and about, so much stuff going on all this past week or 2 weeks, and I felt that my hair needed to be strengthened. So I'm doing an Amla hair treatment, pre-treatment, okay? You can also do a pre-treatment with simple conditioner to soften your hair. If your hair is hard and stuff and you want to soften your hair, spray a little bit of water. Get your spray bottle, spray a little bit of water, and put some conditioner in it, and put a plastic cap. So I'm going to show you mine. You can see I have 2 bonnets on and scarf, and then my hair is still in twist. This is the Amla in it, and that is how I'm pre-treating my hair, right? So those are the things. After you do that, the next step is you could detangle your hair. So detangle your hair lightly. First, use your finger, put your hair into sections. Use your finger and detangle your hair and put it into sections. After that, you're going to shampoo your hair. Now, shampooing your hair, 2 kinds of shampoos that you could focus on. The third one is optional. Let's say that you're someone that you have dandruff, a lot of dandruff, and you've talked to your doctor, or you're like, okay, let me try and treat this dandruff by myself. The first thing you want to do is you want to use a dandruff shampoo, right? But if you're someone that you don't have dandruff, let's say you're someone that you're like, oh, my hair feels dry, I just need to moisturize it, it's not like so dirty, use a moisturizing shampoo. If you're someone that you feel that okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I'll have to translate. This is Odette Fortuna 2. I will translate. I don't have a translator right here, so I will answer your question after this live. So if you're someone that you feel that your hair is very, very dirty, you need to clarify your hair, use a clarifying shampoo. I have low porosity hair, so what happens is that my hair holds onto products a lot, so I easily get product buildup. So I usually always use a clarifying shampoo on most occasions. So you first shampoo your hair. After shampooing your hair, you want to rinse out that shampoo thoroughly. When you shampoo your hair, apply the shampoo to wet hair, but apply it to your scalp and use your fingers to massage it. Now, when you use your fingers to massage it, don't use your nails. Use the pads of your fingers. You can also get a shampoo brush to just gently exfoliate your scalp to make your scalp clean, to give your scalp the potential of nourishing your hair follicles. If your scalp is not clean. If your scalp is dirty, how can a dirty scalp create healthy follicles? There are things known as inflammation of the follicles. There are things known as folliculitis that kind of, you have so much gunk, so much buildup, so much oils and stuff stuck in your scalp because you're not cleaning well. Your scalp starts itching. Remember, your scalp, you develop dandruff, you develop different things. Your hair comes out easily because your scalp is not clean. So take some time to really thoroughly clean your scalp. You get sores on your scalp, you get wounds on your scalp is just clogged up with gunk. Make sure you are using the right things to clean your scalp. Clean your scalp, please, because that is the bed of healthy hair growth. It's like if you have a plant and the plant is on a soil that is not healthy. Your plant, the plant will not grow the way it's supposed to grow. Okay, somebody's actually cloves and rosemary oil. We'll talk about all that later. Okay, so that is shampoo. After you shampoo your hair, the next step should be conditioning. Conditioning is like using a conditioner or a hair mask is like nourishing, giving your scalp, your hair, not scalp. Conditioner is for the hair, not the scalp. So don't be applying conditioners to your scalp. Conditioner is for the hair, not the scalp, unless you have a conditioner and they write on the conditioner saying for the scalp, right? Use your scalp conditioner for your hair. The conditioner nourishes the hair. It adds moisture to the hair. It makes your hair soft. If you're someone struggling with, why is my hair strong? Why is my hair hard? Use a good moisturizing conditioner. You're going to apply the conditioner to your hair after you lightly dry it out with a microfiber towel or a t-shirt. You're going to apply the conditioner generously to your hair and then take a plastic cap, cover it. You can use a steam cap. You can sit under the steamer, or you can get a hot towel, wrap it around your head, and let the conditioner product infuse into your hair. Now, that is for moisturizing conditioner. On some occasions, when you find that your hair is, did I bring it? I may not have brought it. When you find that your hair is breaking a lot, that is when you now invest in a protein treatment. If this is helping you out, give me a thumbs up, click on the star button and share this live. If only, give me a thumbs up if you're watching this. It's easy. It won't cost you anything. Just click on the thumbs up button. It's not going to cost you anything. So yeah, you can use a protein treatment. And what a protein treatment does is that it strengthens your hair. At least once a month, I would say use a protein treatment to strengthen your hair. Okay, so that is wash day. After you keep this in your hair, make sure you follow the instructions. Some will say keep on for 10 minutes. Some will say keep on for 30 minutes. If a conditioner says keep on for 3 minutes or below, it is known as an instant conditioner. It is not a deep conditioner, right? So just be mindful of that. After you have rinsed out the conditioner, the next thing you want to do is you want to apply. So this is another conditioner. So I have different kind of conditioners. So the next thing you want to do is you want to apply a moisturizing leave-in conditioner. You can put in a leave-in conditioner, and the leave-in conditioner, you don't necessarily have to rinse it out. You don't rinse out a leave-in conditioner. A leave-in conditioner is left in your hair. I look at this like the vitamin. It's like vitamins for your hair. So use your leave-in conditioner and put it in your hair. Then you can follow up with a moisturizer and style your hair. Now, when it comes to oils, there are different kind of oils you could use. You could make your own oil, like this is amla oil. You could make your own oil, or you could buy oils from the store. This is almond oil. This is jojoba oil. Now, why am I showing you these two oils? This one especially, jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is similar to the oils that we develop in our scalp. Jojoba oil is gentle enough to be used for children and babies. Very, 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 very good oil. I've nearly finished it. Whenever I make mixtures of oils, so this is a mixture of oil that I've made. Before you make a mixture of oil, before you use an oil, ask yourself, what is the purpose of this oil? What do I need this oil to do for my hair? Then I want you to study what each oil you're going to mix in is going to be for, right? Don't just go about, and even when you buy oils, you want to look at the oils and look at the ingredients and make sure that they are oils that will not irritate your scalp. Make sure that there are oils that has ingredients that you are not allergic to, so that you are not going to damage your scalp by itching all the time because you're using the wrong oil, or the oil is formulated in a way that is not healthy for your hair and your scalp especially. So this is a simple oil mixture. You find the carrier oil. Carrier oils are like, now, olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, almond oil, sweet almond oil. They're carrier oils. Carrier oils are just oils that you can take and you can mix in with essential oils like rosemary oil, peppermint oil, lavender oil. Essential oils should never ever be just poured in the hair. So you should never ever take rosemary oil on its own. So you should never ever take rosemary oil on its own and put it in your hair. It is too toxic. It is too ash. There's a word for it. It is too ash, okay? Too strong to be used undiluted. You should always use essential oils diluted. So what do I mean by that? You should take more percentage. So I will take like maybe 4 ounces of olive oil and take maybe like 10 drops or even less of rosemary oil, right? And I'll just take a few drops of peppermint oil. Now, when you are making oil mixtures, as I said, you have to look at what is the purpose of that oil mixture. Basic oil mixture mix. So this is going to be a very basic oil mixture mix that I'm going to share with you. Basic oil mixture mix would be to use your carrier oil. So choose between whichever carrier oil you want. So I'm going to choose sweet almond oil just because I like that sweet almond oil is a very moisturizing oil when used together with some kind of liquid. So this oil is very good for your skin. You can use it so easily. And also jojoba oil is also good for your skin. So I'll take more percentage of this oil. When I say more percentage, I might take like 4 ounces of this oil. I might take like 2 ounces of jojoba oil, just because this oil is a very good oil that really helps with your scalp. And then I could include a few drops of peppermint oil, because peppermint oil helps with dandruff. It helps to keep dandruff away. If I have a child that is going to school, I will also add a little bit of eucalyptus oil, because eucalyptus oil helps with lice, so that your child doesn't get lice. Too many people are saying, my child has lice. If your child has eucalyptus oil, every day before they go to school, just take your eucalyptus oil, even if it's just to rub it a little bit over the hair. Lice doesn't like that. Your child is not going to be catching lice. Rosemary oil helps with strengthening the hair. It also helps as an aid for hair growth. Some people make clove oil and stuff. You can take a little bit of clove oil, add it to that. I also like Jamaican black castor oil because it helps thicken the hair, and it also gives them like a nice shine to it. So I do like castor oil. Mix everything together and I get my oil mix, right? And the oil mix can be used to massage your scalp. So one of the things you can also do is give yourself regular scalp massage. So that will be part of your moisturizing routine. Now, after you moisturize your hair, you want to put your hair into a hairstyle. Now, let's talk about hairstyles, okay? So when you talk about hairstyles, you are talking about styles that there are 3 forms of hairstyles, okay? 3 categories of hairstyles when it comes to natural hair. The well-known one, protective hairstyles. There's also low manipulative hairstyles or low protective hairstyles. And then there's just out styles, okay? And I'll explain what that means. Now, protective hairstyles are like your braids, your mini twist, your mini braids, any styles where the ends of your hair are not readily exposed. I know twist with your own hair and braids with your own hair can appear as if they're readily exposed, but really, if you have a hairstyle that every single day you are not combing your hair, you are not manipulating your hair, doing a protective style and keeping your hair moisturized and taking care of your scalp while you are doing a protective style can really aid in your hair growth retention, right? So those kind of styles could be good, crochet, weaves, all that stuff, but make sure that you have access to moisturizing your hair, to moisturizing your scalp. If you want to know how to moisturize your hair and you want videos, you can look on Facebook, my Facebook page, select the video section, and I have a ton of videos. If you don't want to do that, you can go on YouTube, Discovering Natural, and do that. And of course, if you are struggling with your hair and you're like, okay, I've heard what you said, but I just want you to just come to me and teach me one-on-one and give me, I always write up everything for each person, like, okay, you do this, according to your own situation. Send me a message and I'll work with you one-on-one. I have over 50 clients that I work with every year on and off. Even this year is much more than that. So I'm readily available to add you to the list. We'll set up a time and then we'll go from there, okay? Okay, so going on further, you have to know that protective styles are not styles that you just leave and forget. We have situations where people will put in a protective style today, 3 months from now, they did not moisturize their hair. They did not wash their hair while in the protective style. They did not do anything to their hair. And then 3 months from now, they want to take down the style and clumps of hair starts coming out. And if this is you, you know what I want you to do? I want you to go to your plant shop, buy a plant, okay? A very beautiful plant, and leave the plant outside. And 3 months from now, go back to that plant and see how beautiful it will look. You know it's not going to look beautiful. You know that plant is going to be shriveled up. You know that plant is going to be dead. You know the soil is going to be dry. You know the plant will have no flowers anymore, no leaves. That is exactly what you're doing to your hair when you don't take care of it when it is in a protective style. Easy as that. Now, the next type of style is the low manipulative styles. I'll consider hairstyles that like updos as a low manipulative styles. Hairstyles as like when you just take your hair and just flat twist it, roll and tuck and pin it, and you wait for like a week. Those are like low manipulative styles. You don't manipulate it all the time, but it's not something that you keep in for an extended amount of the time. So those ones are good for if you're someone that you're struggling with moisture and you really want your hair to reach a moisture level, you are moisture training your hair to reach a moisture level. I would say don't put your hair into a protective style and just take care of it on its own. Now, out styles are like wash and go. My youngest daughter, right now, she's in a stage where she does low manipulative styles sometimes, but she does out styles. Now, when you do out styles, you have to be mindful of the fact that you can easily get single strand knots because your hair is out. Wash and go. You can get single strand knots. Those are those knots at the ends of your hair or in the middle of your hair. It could be anywhere down the strand of your hair. You could get knots. Your hair can easily be dry. Some people that cannot avoid not to do out styles are if your hair is short, like a TWA, teeny weeny afro. Your hair is always in an out style. So I'll say if you're someone that your hair is always in an out style, always keep your hair moisturized. At night, you could even get a spray bottle like this and put some mixture, a little bit of conditioner, water and stuff, put in your purse. Once in a while, just spray your hair. Take a little bit of conditioner and just, So you want to always keep your hair in a moisturized state. With that being said, we're going to move on to night routine. Night routine is the simplest, as I said. So with night routine, I had someone ask, we're going to stop right now because we have another question from another young lady. Tasha says, are having your hair in a bun bad for your hair? Okay, so a bun is considered a low manipulative hairstyle. Now, a bun is necessarily not bad for your hair. You can moisturize your hair in a bun. The only thing about putting your hair in a bun is, number one, the tension. Make sure that when you are putting it in the bun, the tension is not too much. You might experience, if you do it consistently all the time, you might experience your edges gone. You might experience breakage in the target point that the bun exists in. What do I mean by that? The target point that the bun exists in is if you do a top bun, if your bun is up here, the target point is right here. You might start noticing some thinning in that area if you're doing it too tightly. If you're doing it too tightly, you might start noticing, if you have a low bun and your bun is back here, you might start noticing some breakage in that area. So be mindful of that. I'll say if you're someone that you're wearing buns, one thing that you can do is at night, you can take down the bun, okay, and just tie a scarf really, and just put the bun back. Now, if you're doing a bun with a weave bun, like a weave ponytail, you can't take it down because it's fixed in there. So just be mindful. You could get a, what do you call it? Like a bottle, like this kind of bottle that you can easily chook into your hair and deposit oils and just kind of massage it like that, press it down. So that's just the thing about buns. You just have to know how tight it is, the tightness, and also make sure that your hair is not drying out. Make sure that the product you use is not too dry. So let's move on to styling. And styling won't take so, night routine. Yeah, so we're on night routine. Thank you so much for asking that question, by the way. So we're on night routine. So with night routine is simple. Night routine at night, after you've taken your night bath, taking a bath before you go to bed to freshen up your body, what you want to do is that you want to check your hair. Does my hair feel dry? Does my hair need to be moisturized? Why? Some of us are at home all the time, so our hair holds on to moisture because we're not exposing it to the elements outside. But there are some other people that they go out, they walk outside, their hair is always out. So you want to check your hair at night before you go to bed. If it needs to be moisturized, moisturize it. What is moisturizing? Moisturizing is not slapping oils. Oils are not moisturizing. So you can start off by spraying your hair with water and using your moisturizer. That could be enough for you. In some instances, some people have to spray their hair with water, use an oil, and use a moisturizing cream. This is known as the liquid oil cream method or the lock method. Some other people might have to use water. You notice everything starts with a liquid because liquid is the king moisturizer. Water is the king moisturizer. So you can use water, you could use clove water, you could use rosemary water. As long as it's a liquid, that is the key thing. So now use your liquid. Some people can use cream, and then some people can use oil, and that will be sufficient for them. After that, you want to either, if you're someone that you can't wear a scarf, you can't wear a bonnet, you can sleep on a silk pillowcase, and that could be enough for you. Or if you want, you can also use a bonnet. You can use a scarf, and you can put in your hair, and that will hold on to the moisture, and that is your night routine. Easy peasy, right? So now let's move on to styling. When you style your hair, be mindful of who styles your hair. If you're someone that you don't know how to style your hair and you go to a stylist, you know this thing? La, 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 la. No, it's tight. Stop. Your voice. Your voice is your power. Your voice is your power. Okay? Okay, your voice is your power. Somebody was saying, I'm using water and oil. I hope that is fine. Water and oil is not all the necessary stuff you can use. Now, if you're using water and oil to moisturize your hair and your hair is getting dry by the end of the day, and you're always have to put try using a cream on top of that. That means your hair, that is not enough. So you test your hair, see what works. I cannot just use water and oil. My hair will laugh at me. My hair will be so dry that you'll be like, what are you doing? So it all depends on you. For some people, water and a moisturizing oil, like sweet almond oil, might be enough for them. But for most people, no. So look at your hair texture, see what works for you. So as I was saying, when you go to get your hair done by a stylist, use your voice. If something is too tight, speak up. It is too tight. Stop making it tight. Because if your hair is too tight, it can break. When your hair breaks, you're not going to retain length. You're not going to retain length, I'm telling you. So in terms of styling your hair, you can use a moisturizer and then put your hair into a style. You could use mousse, put your hair into a style. You could use a moisturizer and then add on a little bit of gel to keep your hair from getting frizzy and messy quickly. Some people will say they need to blow out their hair, use some form of heat. Before you use heat in your hair, you want to use a heat protectant. Using a heat protectant protects your hair from heat damage. Heat protectant is not 100% protection because heat protectant, if not used the right way and if the heat is too much, it can still damage your hair. So just be careful when you use heat. Okay, we have another comment here. So Tasha says, I suffer from alopecia. Is it best to have my hair cut a bit short instead of having it long? Now, if you suffer from alopecia, the first question I always ask my clients is, number one, did you self-diagnose yourself with alopecia? Did you say, oh, that looks like what I have, so I have alopecia? Or did you go to a doctor to diagnose you with alopecia? I hope you did the former, going to the doctor to get the diagnosis. Now, if you do have alopecia, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so she went to a doctor. Perfect. So if you have alopecia, it doesn't really matter if you cut your hair short or not. That doesn't increase that is just styling option. That is just cosmetic appearance issues. So if you feel that you want to cut your hair short, you can cut your hair short. That does not affect the treatment that you're getting from your doctor. So it's really up to you, okay? I do have clients with alopecia and they don't cut their hair. They just keep their hair. They do take their medications. They also take guidance from their doctor and they come to me for hair care support, kind of like an auntie or a sister to talk to. So yeah, so I do have clients that have alopecia and we just deal with the hair that they have right now and also nurture the hair that is coming out the right way. Yeah. Okay, so now we've talked about, that is the basic of how to care for your hair. If you stayed till now and you've not yet thumbs up this video, please feel free to thumbs up this video and share this video because you are truly the VIP. So now the high question that everybody always has, how do I grow my hair? Growing your hair involves everything I just said. From you taking care of your hair, you taking care of your health, you taking care of yourself mentally, and you also taking care of your hair and using the right product at the right time perfectly. My hope is that people don't jump here and there and there, looking for that magic potion to help their hair. There's so many products out there that aid in hair growth retention. Now, your hair is growing, but there are things that can hinder your hair or slow down your hair from growing the way it should grow. Number one, your hormones, hormonal imbalance. As a woman, as a man, we have hormones going out through us. As you have, go through stages, your health can also affect it. Your medicines that you take can also affect it. Stress can also affect it. What you eat can also affect it. So let's go take our eyes past how to grow my hair fast, how to grow my hair in a couple of weeks. Let's focus on number one. How do we retain the hair growth that we have? Retention. Some tricks, some ways that people with long hair retain that hair growth is, number one, they are not in their hair all the time. They are not manipulating their hair. They're not combing their hair while it's dry. They are keeping their hair moisturized. They're keeping their hair in a protective style for a length of time, a month. Then they remove the style, they wash their hair, they see length. They let it rest for a week or two, and they put back the style. Some other ways that people are retaining length is during wash day, they wash their hair in twist. They wash their hair where it's not out, and they wash it so that it reduces the breakage. Another way people are retaining hair growth is they're making sure their hair is not dry, because dry hair breaks. When your hair breaks, you're not going to retain the length you have. Other ways, people also take supplements. Now, with supplements, you have to be careful because you have to talk to your doctor, because some supplements could interact with your medications you're taking. So supplements such as HSN, hair, skin, and nail vitamins, biotin, collagen, just different things. Next, they take care of their gut health. Probiotics, fiber supplements, and things like that to help keep their body healthy. Another way that some people are taking care of their hair is they're using ingredients that help enhance hair growth. Ingredients that aid, like rosemary oil, as a way of helping strengthen the hair follicles. Other oils, other things, they use that in connection with their diet, making sure they're eating the right things, make sure they're sleeping. So it's not just one thing that you can do to make your hair grow. So yeah, but basically, I hope all that I've explained today has helped you out. If you enjoyed this live and you want to go back and watch it, share this onto your page, because when you share this onto your page or share it to other pages, you have a reference point. Everything I've taught you today is everything you need to know about your hair growing. No magic potion. I'm not selling you anything. I'm selling you knowledge. Knowledge is power, and knowledge will propel you to the utmost place. So I'm going to take one more question or read one more comment, and then we'll end it for today. Lucy Light says, I'm +1 today. Wish me well. Happy birthday, Lucy Light. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And I hope to see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Central Time on Discovery Natural. If you're not a follow, please feel free to follow. And please contact me for a one-on-one session if you have any hair issues. And I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye. Take care, guys. Bye.